Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Park Spotlight. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at model Railwayz created by Slogfunk Coaster. So stay tuned and let's check it out. Alrighty, this was sent in by one of our Discord advanced builders, and here they say, hello, Johnny. First of all, thank you for the job you do for the community. I can watch your videos for hours. I enjoy it. You are very welcome, my good friend. And here he says, Model Railwayz is my first completed park. I've spent 10 months on this, and it has been a lot of fun. The park is inspired by Miniature Wonderland and is the large model train table. The park contains 3 train tours, which are the main attractions of the park. You'll also find a boat ride, a coaster, and some flat rides. Regardless of the architecture and appearance that is essential in this park, therefore the guests do not like the coaster so well. You can visit 7 countries in this park: England, France, Greece, Italy, Switzerland, the Netherlands, and Australia. The park contains more buildings from the real world. You'll find, among other things, the Big Ben, the Tower Bridge, the Eiffel Tower, the Moulin Rouge, and the Dutch windmills. Several churches in Venice are also on real. The train stations in London, Paris, Venice, and inspired by real stations. All the buildings in this park are my own. Vehicles, planes, and ships are not mine, and I take no credit for them. Hope you like it, Slogfunk. Holy moly. So he said something about it's inspired by the Miniature Wonderland. Let me check Google for this right now. Okay, I could definitely see a resemblance, but they are different. I see what he was inspired by. Very cool nonetheless. This looks super exciting. So let's jump into it and talk about it for a second. So here we are, everybody. You can see it is a railroad setup, the miniature toy railroad set built on a table. I do have to jump into a discussion really quick about the parks are still suffering from the FPS hit. So for those of you who are not aware, I'm not able to feature parks right now, at least not the big ones, because you get 1 FPS on them. They eventually kick in to about 15 FPS, but that is just unacceptable for video quality. Sometimes I do that when the parks are so big, but those parks would now only get about 1 to 5 FPS, which is completely unplayable. However, this one we are getting about 23 FPS on pause mode, but that is pretty bad considering I could probably run this at 40 plus if the game was working properly. So Frontier still has to get to that and fix it, but I'm going to, it's been a while since we did some parks because of this issue, and I announced that we would not be doing any parks. But you know what? I saw this and I was like, man, I really got to at least try to feature this. I don't care if we take an FPS has hit. This looks like so much fun. When I see miniature railroad sets and stuff like this, for whatever reason, it reminds me of Christmas. You know, a lot of kids growing up, one of their favorite Christmas gifts was to get a train set and go set that up and play with it. I personally never had one, but I did have a race car track when I was really young, and I loved playing around with different race car sets, building my Legos on top of them and through them and all that stuff. So this just makes me feel like Christmas for whatever reason, and I feel like I had to feature this early to get people in the mood of toys. So there you have it here today, guys. Let's see. Do we have any guests in the park? We do have guests in the park, so that's cool. I don't know where they are though. I am terrible with geography and yeah, like cities and stuff. I like that's the Eiffel Tower. I don't know all the bridges and landmarks that he named off. I've basically lived in Canada my whole life and never been on a single vacation. I'm slowly learning things. Which this is one of the landmark bridges. What did he say? The Tower Bridge, I would imagine this is. And then this might be the Big Ben clock tower, unless there's another one. Like I said, guys, I am terrible with this stuff, so I read off the landmarks. You guys can point them out and check them out in the comments or mention them in the comments, but most of them I'm probably going to miss. Doing my best here. Hopefully one day YouTube will pick up. I do hope to do a park vlog and travel somewhere sometime next year, but the way YouTube works, and you know, I'm constantly hustling 2-3 videos a day just to barely make ends meet. it's been tough. So hopefully one day things start getting better and I can start thinking about vacations and traveling and learning a little bit more about theme parks around the world and visiting them. But for now, I have to just use Google and learn from these submissions and things like that. Let's, I don't even know how to enter this park. I want to look closer at it, but there's not a lot of pathing. So I really think we just gotta like ride the train and let it take us through. Rather than going down and looking at things closer, I say we ride the attractions right off the bat and see where it takes us. So in order to do that, we got to find our train because I do not know where it is. It looks like there's a couple. There's the Southeast Express and then the Northern Line. There might be two and then there's the Alpine Express. So there might be a couple trains for us to ride. This is interesting. I think we're going to have to go in orbit view so I can at least look around. And there is a trick where we can switch to the middle car and that way we can kind of look around here. So don't know what that sign says, but this is kind of where we're starting by these windmills here. So I just gotta stop the ride when we get to the windmills and we're just gonna go from here. So let's do it. All right, going right through the crops here, and we are back at the windmills. Very fun. Okay, let's jump over to the next train ride. So we just did the Northern Line. Let's check out, let's pause this for a sec. Let's check out the Southeast Express. Jump on this guy. Figure out where we are. I think we're just, let me pick a different train. All right. When we get to the Red Bridge, not sure what the bridge is called, guys, sorry. We will stop there. Alrighty, there we are. I really love the scenic tour through here. However, there were a little too many. It was mostly tunnels on that one. Let's see what the third one has to offer, shall we? So the Alpine Express. Let's jump on this guy here. All right, another bridge for our checkpoint. All right, and here we are back at the bridge. I'm gonna have to say the Alpine one was my personal favorite. I really like the views and the vistas on that one. They all offered something unique and went to unique locations. One stuck around this side of the park, one went through this, and then we had the Alpine over here. I quite like that. Definitely, hands down, the most entertaining and fun transport rides in Planet Coaster so far. Very cool. We still have some more stuff to check out. I think there was a coaster, Mine Train Canyon Runner. Okay, I'm actually going to put this one into test mode so we know it's reset. And I think for this one, we're going to actually have to do a track view. All right, here we go. Holy freaking moly. He wasn't kidding when he said the guests wouldn't ride it. I can see why now. Look at those stats. Oh my god. That is quite the opposite in change of pace there. Okay, let's I think there was also a boat ride. I think we can check it out. Island Adventure. Let's see. I think this is it. We could go like a 2 times speed here. Maybe we'd have to do a 3 times. Let's just putz around the water and check this out. Alrighty, there it is. Wowee. This is a ton of fun. I love the train set idea here. Doing it on a table like that. I love these miniature park ideas. We've seen a few of these in the past with the kitchen, the bedroom, and now we get the full-on train set. Who is a Slogfunk coaster, built this, and he says he designed every single building himself. That is absolutely phenomenal. Getting the art style of all these different countries and places, the landmarks. I mean, wow, what a superb creation. Let's before I forget, let's check it out at nighttime. Let's see if this has any nighttime lighting. Would have been nice to maybe try and ride one of these. Is this really nighttime? Oh, the game's just dying. That's all. Poor Planet Coaster. Hopefully Frontier fixes this. Looks pretty good at nighttime. Now, if there were one thing I would have wanted to see from this is that Mine Train Coaster take us on a little bit more of an adventure. It did feel like a bit of an afterthought thrown in through here, and it was a little bit too wild and crazy. The train rides are slow, so having a coaster do an equivalent experience up and down, taking you throughout, would have been quite nice. But holy moly, definitely hands down the best combination of track or transport rides that I've seen in Planet Coaster, with just amazing detailing. Now, while some of the trains, I keep wanting to call them coasters, had a lot of tunnels, the exteriors that we got to visit were exceptionally wonderful. I really don't have any feedback for you today. This is such an amazing creation with so much detail. I love just how every area feels unique, and it also, from a guest perspective, it feels realistic, but you can tell from an overhead perspective that it's a train set. I love it. So much fun. A lot of work gone into this. So guys, go check out the description down below. If you own Planet Coaster, click the link and give Slogfunk a rating. He absolutely deserves it. This is such a fun creation, and I know there's going to be some kids out there getting train sets for Christmas, and I'm sure they are excited for it. I don't know, is train sets, do kids still get train sets these days? Is that a thing? Do Toys R Us still sell train sets? Because even in this modern day of age where phones and video games and movies and all sorts of electronics seem to be the way, if I were 7 years old, I would still be ecstatic getting a train set for Christmas. Is that still a thing? I don't know. I hope so. But train sets are so much fun. And this creation really pulled on my heartstrings here today. What did you guys think of it? Let me know your comments down in the comment section below. And that's going to do it for this episode of Park Spotlight, everybody. If you enjoyed, please be sure to smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more daily Planet Coaster videos. And if you'd like to support the show, you could do so by becoming a patron. Links are down in the description below. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.